What's going on, Rangers fans? Welcome back to another series recap, episode number 12. The Texas Rangers at the Oakland A's. Let's dive right into it. This was a 4-game series. A little interesting. They had a scheduled doubleheader on the last day. But the Rangers win 4-2 in game 1 off a nice Heaney start. And they stole that game there in game 1. Game 2, offensive explosion for the Rangers. 15 runs on 19 hits. They take the win 15-8. Then in game 3, game 1 of the doubleheader, the Rangers fall 4-9. Lorenzen got the start in that game. Then game 4, Jack Leiter gets the start, and Rangers scrape by, winning 12-11. Yet another series win. That's 4 in a row. Let's take a closer look.
Yeah, what can you say? Really, really great series win to have. Had a couple scares there, but overall the bats were looking pretty good and pitching holding up pretty well, just despite the injuries that we've had. Just fun season stats we've got going at 6 or 7 games, won by 1 run this season. So doing the bare minimum to get across. Still waiting for those bats to get back all the way. Marcus Semien. We're so used to, as Rangers fans, having a quote-unquote Rangers killer, but we found ourselves an A's killer. The guy has been on a tear, 452 average, 14 hits, 2 home runs, 7 RBI in 7 games this season against the A's. The guy's just been absolutely killing it. He's had his ups and downs already this season, but the A's seem to get him right back to where he needs to be. Another guy not too far off on that is Jonah Heim. I think he's hitting, near 400 as well against them. So, good to see those bats coming alive. Even though with Heim, sometimes, softer contact, a lot of singles, but still hitting the ball flat.
Oh, yeah. Off their former team, too, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, that's a great point. Both guys just beating up on the former teammates. On the other side of that, though, Shea Langoliers and Brent Rucker, good Lord. I don't know what you do with those guys. I think both batters improved their average by 30 points over this 4-game set. Good Lord. I would just never throw them another pitch, honestly. It's just crazy. Just intentionally walk them. They're Barry Bonds when they come to the play against the Rangers.
Oh, yeah. If Langoliers played against the Rangers every game, he would be the greatest player to ever walk the earth.
Hey, maybe he needs to put on a Rangers uniform. Maybe he'll get a little bit of that magic.
But the funny part is he started the series against the Rangers hitting 179 batting average, and then he finished the series hitting 209. So even after he just demolished the Rangers, he's still only hitting 209.
That is crazy. A's are a weird team this year, man.
They're solid.
Hair under 500.
No, they're solid.
Yeah. They've got a lot of good pieces going. But, for the Rangers, this is our 4th series win in a row, starting to get a little bit of spread off that 500 mark, going into Colorado. What do you think outlook the rest of the month, just given the injuries that we've had and kind of where the bats are? A little top-heavy, but figuring it out.
Oh, man. Well, so starting pitching-wise, we're going to have Gray, Lorenzen, Heaney, Leiter will get Leiter, Arena,
maybe White.
Owen White will get some. So it's kind of just whoever's up can pitch, I guess, because of course Scherzer news broke that he's shut down until he feels zero pain in his thumb or elbow, so he's out for a while. Bradford should be coming back somewhat soon, as long as everything goes to plan, and then Eovaldi in the same boat. But still, this is going to be a tough little stretch. I think Urania and Leiter will be better, but Owen White is going to be a tough one. But Heaney's looked good.
Yeah, Heaney has looked good. He's been striking out guys at a high rate, giving up few walks, giving up few runs. Definitely been a high spot. And then obviously Gray's been on a tear continuously. I may be speaking a little early. I feel like Lorenzen's had some really great starts, but he also has had some of the rougher starts we've seen from Ranger starters.
Yeah, he gives up a lot of nukes, it seems like. And he gave up 6 runs today in game 1. I mean, he's still got us kind of deep in the game with 6 innings pitched, but 6 earned runs off the back of 2 home runs off of him. He just needs to work on not giving up the deep fly, and he'll be a lot more successful.
Yeah, maybe him and Leiter kind of suffering from the same sort of stuff.
Right.
Well, I guess let's talk through those injuries. I mean, we have the all-star team on our IL right now. I mean, who do we got?
So, obviously, Jacob deGrom headlining that IL starting rotation. Then you have Evaldi that we mentioned earlier, Scherzer, Bradford, and then Tyler Malley, that we traded for, who hasn't pitched yet. He'll be back. And then, Burke, we'll see if he ever pitches for the Rangers again. There's some people thinking that he may not. Austin Pruitt, not my favorite guy, but hey, or not my favorite pitcher, excuse me. But
Sure, he's a fine guy.
I'm sure he's a great guy. But and then Langford, of course, went down. Josh Young is still down. Burke,
Spores today.
Foscue is down. Spores today, great point. I mean, goodness, we just cannot. This is just such a tough stretch of injuries for this team.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be like 30 war sitting on your bench right now, just waiting to be deployed whenever the injury bug just lets us. So look forward to that day.
And then
Bradford coming back will be a lot of help.
Oh yeah, true. And then not even on the major league side, but a young arm that has a lot of promise. Mark Church, I think he just got moved to the 60-day IL, which is not ideal. So I mean, it's kind of plaguing the whole organization, it seems.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? We've got good vibes. We got Robbie Grossman back.
Hey.
I mean, how about that?
Let's go. We got a guy that can hit some lefties.
Yeah, hit some lefties, play lackadaisical outfield. I mean, I'm all in. He was on the World Series team and played until he didn't. So I'm great with having him back. And we need someone to hit the lefties. I mean, I haven't seen someone look so confused as Seager when he sees a sweeping lefty slider. He just doesn't see that pitch very well. So if we can get someone in there to just be a little bit of a stopgap, I think he's like hitting 930 OPS off lefties this year. Dude's just a machine against lefties only. I think his OPS against righties is like 530 or something. Like it's very impressive at split.
I want to ask you this though. So Carter is so young, still has plenty of time to develop. How do you feel that they're kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of like, hey, if we're facing the lefty, Grossman, you're in. Carter, your day off. But like Carter's so young, I feel like he should have a little more of a leash to try to see more lefties, because if he's going to be, a superstar player, he's going to have to be able to hit lefties.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot with bringing young guys up, both from a batting and pitching perspective. It's like, how much do you let them suffer, and how much can you actually just get figured out in a batting cage? So, I worry about this more with pitchers just going and getting shelled, because I feel like they're just mentally, so different than a batter. Batters used to failing a lot. It's a failure-based sport. Pitchers end up succeeding more. So, getting shelled doesn't ever feel great. I'm okay with it. I don't know what you end up solving for, how you end up fixing this, where the split is so bad from left-handed pitching. But it needs to get sorted out. And obviously it's not getting sorted out on the field. I would still like to take at-bats, but, not high leverage, important at-bats while we're still very much contending for the division. I mean, only 2 games up, and, we have the Astros obviously struggling a lot. They still have plenty of talent, so there's always a chance that they could come fighting back. But, I mean, Mariners look like a serious threat this year. They've got incredible pitching. The A's are doing interesting and different stuff. So, I don't know. I'm all for winning, and, sometimes winning means you're going to set your young, really great future guy for someone that can produce right now. So, I don't feel bad about the move, but want to see him progress, however that needs to be done.
That's true. You hit it on the head with they want to be good now. I think that's exactly what this move was. They want to be good now. They know that the table to compete is right now, so that's what they went and got.
Absolutely, yeah. We have a lot of talent locked up, but not a lot of that talent's pitching. So you start thinking through how are you going to recycle the pitchers and that sort of thing. And we still have a very clear shot at getting to a World Series again this year. So absolutely just keep making a run at it now. And, we traded a relief pitcher for him. I think he was a good relief pitcher, but, we've never been known to develop really great pitching talent apart from Emmanuel Clase. So, I'm very okay with the trade. I know it's been hot button for some people, but I'm very okay with it.
I agree. Well, that's going to do it for this one. We got Colorado next. So we have another great opportunity to keep this hot streak going. So that was our 4th consecutive series win. So we're looking for our 5th against the Rockies.
Yeah, let's make it 5.